All right, welcome back. So today, we're diving into the moment an epic war really kicks off. The alliances have been made, this unbelievable bridge now stretches across the ocean, and an entire army is standing right on the brink. This is the story of how they made that crossing and finally set foot on enemy soil.
And it all kicks off with these incredibly powerful, decisive words from Rama. Just imagine him standing at the edge of the known world, looking out at his enemy's fortress, and then he says that. I mean, this isn't just a casual remark, right? This is it. This is the crossing of a line, the absolute point of no return. But wait, how does an entire army just cross an ocean? Well, with a miracle, of course. And that miracle is the Ram Setu. And you have to understand, this isn't just a bridge. It's basically the divinely approved gateway to the entire war. I mean, just try to picture it. A bridge made of stones that float, stretching all the way across the ocean, as far as you can see. The source material calls it a divine pathway, and that just perfectly captures how awe-inspiring and completely supernatural this thing was. This, right here, is the highway to war. But, a bridge is just, well, a bridge. It's a structure. What really makes this moment happen is the sheer resolve of the people crossing it. It's the leader's determination that's fueling this whole thing, and their words are what really set this army in motion. So while Rama is thinking big picture, strategically, his brother Lakshmana brings it all back home. He reminds everyone of the deeply personal reason they're all there. And that's so important. This whole massive invasion, it's not about land or power. It's a rescue mission. Every single step they take is to get closer to Cedar. And you can just feel how that personal mission fuels the entire army. They aren't just a bunch of soldiers following orders. They are true believers in this cause. So when they all roar Jai Shri Rama in unison, wow, that's not just a battle cry. That's them saying, we believe in this. We believe in him. Okay, so with spirits through the roof, the army starts its incredible journey. And this is no ordinary march. It's a miraculous crossing over a bridge that shouldn't even exist. This is where military strategy literally meets divine intervention. And we need to pause for a second and really grasp the sheer scale here. We're not talking about a few thousand soldiers. We're talking about millions. Can you imagine seeing that? A massive force just walking across the ocean. It must have been an absolutely staggering sight. And don't picture this as some chaotic mob. No, this was a disciplined, coordinated army. You've got Hanuman scouting ahead, making sure the path is clear. You've got Angada leading the charge with the frontline soldiers. Sugriva is in the thick of it, shouting orders, keeping everyone in formation. And then there's Jambavan, making sure even the elderly get across safely. This is a well-oiled machine ready for anything. And to really get what's happening, you have to understand the bridge itself. I mean, it just breaks the laws of physics, right? Stones are floating on water. The source material even says that sea creatures were bowing in reverence as the army passed. So nature wasn't just allowing this to happen, it was blessing it. So after this unbelievable journey, they finally set foot on land. And that feeling of triumph, of victory, it starts to shift. Because now, they're on the shores of Lanka. They're in the enemy's stronghold, and things are about to get very real. And what's the first thing they see? Something truly intimidating. These massive golden walls just shoot up in front of them. Sure, they're shimmering and beautiful, but there's something ominous about them. You can just tell this city is deadly and very, very well defended. And this is such a perfect contrast, isn't it? On one hand, you have their path, this divine, miraculous bridge, blessed by nature itself. And on the other hand, you have the destination, this man-made fortress, gleaming with gold, but just screaming war. It's like the sacred crashing right into the military. So, staring down this massive fortress, what does Rama do? He reminds everyone what they're fighting for. He's not there just to destroy everything. The mission has to be guided by righteousness. It sets the whole moral tone for what's about to happen, even before a single arrow flies. All right, so their moral compass is set, they're on enemy ground, and now the final phase begins. We're past the talk, past the journey, it's time for action. The war is officially on. And let's be crystal clear about this. The war didn't start with a formal declaration or the first battle. Nope. It started the second the first soldier's foot hit that beach. That single step was the real point of no return. And their first moves on the ground just prove this is a professional fighting force, not some angry mob. They don't just charge in, no way. They immediately get to work, setting up a secure base camp, posting guards, building watchtowers. This isn't just an arrival, it's a full-on strategic occupation. So that's where we are. The chessboard is set, the pieces are all in place. You have an army of millions camped right outside a golden fortress, getting ready for a righteous war. And it all leads to this one massive question that just hangs in the air. What happens when the first arrow is finally fired?